What's poppin', gamers? All right, we're getting right into it. So, literally right before this this set got started, probably like 20 minutes ago, 2saint like runs up to me in a hurry, like, "Oh my God, like where's Golden? I've been looking for Golden all day, and finally got to practice with Golden right before this. I guess 2's been looking forward to dealing with Mekk, so we'll see how they do. But yeah, how you doing, Pete? Good to see you, by the way.
Good to see you too, Stock. It's been a little while. It's good to be here. And yeah, Falcon Puff. I mean, we've seen some excellent.
I feel like this is a matchup we don't see here in New England a lot.
Yeah, not anymore. There used to be a lot of like Claps Squibble before Squibble started playing Fox.
Yeah.
Or like Claps Psy, but I don't know. For me, I think of some of the really thrilling stuff we've seen between Nunn and H-Box. It's an interesting matchup, you know.
Yeah. 2 already down to a rough one with that SD at 21 though. I'd actually been playing them a lot today, and they've been experimenting with a lot of stuff, but also like kind of prone to some SDs, so I hope not to see that here because it's kind of crucial. And I think especially in this matchup, considering like Falcon actually has like real kill power.
Yeah.
At least especially the way like Mekk plays. I don't think Mekk is like a slouch in this matchup by any means necessary, even though 2 has like consistent Cabinet Smokers gameplay pretty much every time in Nightclub. But, yeah. I'm interested to see how 2's going to figure this one out. Yeah.
Classic. I mean, just such a brutal punish off the throw.
I feel like even if like you struggle at like, you know, getting down throw knee in general with Falcon, I feel like that's the one where it's like, I feel like getting Neon Puff just feels so like guaranteed at times, really.
Yeah, one of the variables is whether you need to short hop or full hop at certain percents. Having played a little bit of Falcon Puff myself, I'm sure the good Falcons know around what percent they need to start thinking about that.
Mekk's been doing like a really good job of keeping like 2 occupied the whole time. Like, you know, I don't think there's a world where 2's going to really stay grounded, but I think like the way Mekk's been playing around, keeping center stage, and then just like hoping 2 will get like close to ledge has been like very solid. Like that, I feel like even before the SD, I feel like Mekk was in the driver's seat the entire time.
Yeah. It tends to be Falcon, I feel like, that determines the sort of the vibe, the pace of the matchup.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. 2 has like some of the like, I don't know, in an era where like honestly I don't know if we see like, I feel like there was an era of like, you know, when we've been playing maybe a couple of years ago where like Puffs were all about like the rest tricks, and like I feel like there's, you know, there's definitely still plenty of rests on the table, but you don't see like any crazy early rests really. You see like a lot of like kind of like concentrated gameplay of like your occasional rests here and there, but I feel like 2saint still has the swag of like that era of Puff that like makes it work for them.
Yeah. Good edge guard.
Just because like I feel like the defensive metagame also developed to a point where like, you know, Puff can definitely get a lot of these up air tech chases and still get crazy rests. It's not to say they don't exist, but like, I don't know. 2 does it better than most.
Oh, that was a risky decision. No punish from 2.
They're also like very committed to punishing moves at pound. Probably out of like the top Puffs, probably uses pound more than like a lot of them really. Like I mean, you saw contesting like it traded with the knee. Like I know against Sheik too, he's like very been trying to like punish like 45. I was playing with 2 and 2's like, yeah, no, I'm trying to punish like 45-degree like needle, like full hop needles with like pound. I'm like, you do you. I'm like, that's I'm like, all right. But I don't think you. I mean, and Mekk is like grinded harder than like anyone I've ever seen. You know, it's funny. I actually thought, you know, I kind of pride myself on knowing people, but I thought Mekk was around longer than than he has been. He really hasn't, like, I mean, he's been, like, around for a bit, but I thought he was, like, old school. But he's only been in the game for, it seems like, you know, since, like, Smash 4 really kind of started. So I thought he was kind of, like, older school. I mean, on top of picking up a net play, so.
All right. I mean, that at this point, that is kind of old school, is it not? Smash 4 was what, like 2014? Like.
I know. I mean, that's like us. I mean, like,
sure. Okay. But
I mean, I don't know.
like, I don't know what qualifies as old school at this point in time. You know, I wouldn't have. I still, I guess, like you, would not call that old school, but I don't know. It's a long time, 8 years.
Yeah.
Like,
well, but would like actually been like kind of on and off, more so. Like he had like done some stuff in Chicago before, but like kind of like took. Kind of like it took a break in the spotlight.
I thought you were leading to saying something like, oh, you know, he's only been playing since like for like 3-4 years or something.
Oh, no.
But then you said Smash 4. I'm like,
No.
I'm like, okay, like.
No, but he has like. What I mean to say is he kind of like carries himself with the aura and like of like kind of an older school Falcon. Just
For
like,
sure, I agree. And
just the way he like, you know, it seems like he's just. Mekk has a lot of wisdom, you know, having hung out with the guy a lot with Trail, you know, and he's very committed to like, you know, when he sees like potential in players, like he seeks them out. Like for example, there's a local Falcon BBQ where like, pretty much like when he wasn't playing bracket, he was playing friendlies with BBQ like the entire time at the last Trail Invitational, just because he was like, wow, your Falcon's sick, I want to like help you, like, you know. Just,
oh, nice.
He's just that dude, really.
That's dope.
But. Honestly, 2's really started to get kind of a pattern in Mekk. I think, like, Mekk, honestly, like, had a lot more... Despite going in all of Game 1, I think there was a little more patience. I think 2 also is finally kind of just, like, abusing some of the hitboxes here more, but...
There was also kind of an SD from Mekk in the last game. Didn't help his cause.
True.
Oh, nice.
Shit.
Movement call out.
Wow.
Falcon's so quick, man.
Seriously.
It still surprises me sometimes. That instant up air, I think, is a nice tool in this matchup.
Oh, yeah. It's nice because, like, Mekk can kind of go for this, like, I guess 50-50 of how he wants to approach sometimes. It's like, all right, we can go for, like, the auto up airs, or we can, if I get a little more space and I think I can trick you, we can go for those back airs. But, you know, 2 really abusing. I think Puff's ace in this matchup is just, like, Falcon's weight being so in tune to just getting absolutely, like, rested, like, off of anything, really.
Yeah, we saw it a few moments ago.
Like, that shit. Like, what the fuck?
But also on the topic of his weight, though, the fact that he didn't die there is kind of nice.
Yeah, that too. I mean,
like,
blessing and a curse, really.
For sure.
Ops for, 2 is like, I think the biggest trap, I think, for Puff, like, Puff against, like, Falcon is like, oh, I can up tilt Falcon arrest. But honestly, 2's never gone for up tilt. 2 only goes for, like, the up smash ones. Just because generally, I think they're more confident in those kind of reads. It's weird. I think 2's very, very unique.
And there's been these aerial encounters where they catch Mekk with, it's like an up air or something into rest. And there's been a few of those. One of those kind of ambiguous ones, down throw, and he short hopped, but it seemed like, and maybe it's props to the DI of 2saint, but where he might have wanted a full hop rather than the short hop for the follow-up. Oh no, shield grab? Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Fool me once. Holy shit. I got like, I literally have like a flashback in my head immediately of you saying Falcon is so fast. I'm like, I'm like, oh my god, no, seriously. I like the Pokemon choice a lot. I feel like two characters that like in this in this net play era like got really good on Pokemon or like I feel like Falcons and Marths are like ridiculous on this stage now. Though I think like Marth like using Pokemon as a counter pick like kind of started to be a thing versus Fox like right before anyway. But now I just feel like people are especially like with Slippy, because the whole reason we went like everyone kind of committed to Frozen Stadium was Slippy made Frozen Stadium the default, right?
Right.
So it's so interesting to see like how people approach the stage now. It's after all these years of transformation.
I feel like Frozen Stadium at certain tournaments started to be a thing even before Slippy made it a thing.
It was. The thing is it was trending towards it. But what I meant to say was that Slippy like made it the standard.
Yeah,
like like we were talking about it, but like I was like we were definitely talking about Frozen Stadium like before that. Tournaments had tried it. It wasn't like Slippy invented it.
Right.
Yeah, that might have been misleading.
Because I remember the Marths starting to counterpick Fox around when Frozen Stadium was becoming the norm, which I guess is what lines up with what you were saying, is Slippy is what made it the norm.
Well, it's like whenever that was the only way to really play for a while, unless God forbid you were putting up some fests at that time.
Right.
Now it's like there's no more excuses. It's like, oh no, there's no the easiest way to play Melee in the world has that as the default.
Right,
so
right.
A nice little Occam's razor type deal. But I digress. This game's been actually like very even, despite them. They've been going at each other forever, but really, I'm like amazed. It's a testament to how good their defense in game is. That they've been going in the whole time. It's only 2 stocks apiece in 4 minutes, 450. Actually, question for you, because I noticed Mekk went for down throw up air instead last time. Like, what's like the decision tree? Like, I guess like what's the tree on going for up air or knee off of down throw?
Well,
in this matchup?
You get high enough percent, then you start to feel like the up throw is going to kill anyway, and it might be easier to connect it because it comes active faster. You know what I mean? It comes out faster.
I guess like more specifically like upper mid percent, because like Mekk did it at a time where I feel like usually you'd see Falcon's knee there, but he like went for up air instead, like to kind of follow 2saint's drift.
I guess it could also just be a good old-fashioned sort of mix-up, so that you get not only that one up air, but then you chase with the Falcon speed and get another either up air or maybe a knee after the up air. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Like, the ideal is to get a down throw knee, but there are those sort of percents and placements on the stage where you feel like maybe it's not the right move.
Heard. All right, we're at 337 last stock.
Ooh.
Oh my God, what is 2 thinking?
Well, I don't hate it in a sense because there's been some of those approaching dares that Mekk has been throwing out, and yeah.
I'm so convinced.
And you were saying 2 doesn't do too many of those up tilts, but we did see it there, and we see another one.
It's not like, at least like not today. I mean, I played 2 for like an hour and a half today, so like, and 2 is literally playing the exact same way they did it like against me. Wait, oh yeah.
Yeah, that was just a classic wall of pain.
I honestly